Why are you watching this video? Is it because it happened to come up as a recommendation while surfing YouTube? Or because you're interested in monks, Buddhism, or Zen in some way? You may be someone who knows nothing about Buddhism. You may have some knowledge, or you may know enough to teach at a university. In any case, if you have stumbled upon this video and are interested in hearing one Zen monk's story, then there are 3 things I'd like to tell you. The first is, what exactly is Buddhism? Buddhism is a guide which Buddha taught 2,500 years ago to help people let go of suffering and live a cheerful and peaceful life. Buddha is not a god. He is not a god to protect people, nor is he a savior to save people and the world. Buddhism is not Buddha's idea. It is not a creed, nor is it a philosophy. Buddhism is a concrete and practical way to enable you to protect yourself and live on your own terms, instead of just blaming society and others for the suffering that weighs on your life and lamenting over it. Buddhism can only become a transforming form in the quality of your life and your well-being when you learn, practice, and are able to apply its teachings. It is just like being able to do sports, music, or cooking. Even if you eat gourmet food from all over the world, even if you watch cooking shows on YouTube until your eyes begin to hurt, if you have never cooked yourself, if you haven't continued to cook yourself, you will never become a better cook. You will just become a critic. No matter how much you know about the rules of baseball or stories of legendary players, or how much one-on-one baseball instruction you get from big league MVPs, if you have never run, thrown, or hit a baseball yourself, or if you have never practiced baseball on that instruction, your own baseball performance will never improve. You will only become a critic. Learn the mind, body, and soul of all things and practice. Otherwise, you will never improve in anything. You will never become a master of anything. The same is true of Buddha's teachings. The second thing I want to tell you is Buddha left us 8 specific methods of practice so that you can too become a master of the mind and a master of life. The practices are known as the Eightfold Path: right vision, right consideration, right speech, right conduct, right livelihood, right mindfulness, right effort, right concentration. These are the 8 main practices of Buddhism. I'm sure there is a lot of confusion around what exactly is right and what is considered wrong. Buddhist teachings not only shed light on the specifics of how this Eightfold Path breaks down, but also includes how to avoid wrong practices and make right practices habitual. When we accumulate right practices, we create the right destiny. And when we accumulate wrong practices, we create our own wrong destiny. So it's not about praying for the better future. It's about developing good habits. So when you transform or replace the wrong habits with good habits, it sounds easy, but it's definitely not. This is because the wrong habits have attached themselves to your subconscious. So when you do take the Eightfold Path seriously, you first need a teacher and fellow comrades that can notice bad habits. The place to find such a teacher and those who are working on the same self-growth journey with you is at a dojo. If you want to get stronger, you might go to a boxing gym. If you want to become more flexible, you may go to a yoga studio. So just like this, if you want to break poor habits and strengthen your heart, I recommend you to attend a dojo with a teacher who can guide you and fellow comrades who are working towards the same goal as you. So this brings me to the third announcement. We are pleased to announce that we will be holding a Taigu Dojo seminar in the United States of America. For almost 10 years, I have been distributing a program on YouTube called One Question, One Answer, in which I address people's troubles. I wish to share Buddhism in some small way with people who are privately suffering in their lives. Furthermore, I provide guidance through Buddhist wisdom, but I have also added a new element to the practice of the Buddhist Eightfold Path, the Shotai. And each month I visit different major cities in Japan to teach these elements at a dojo. Shotai stands for right body, and it's a practice I have developed over many years of practicing karate and clinical therapist. It is a prerequisite for mastering the Eightfold Path. The practice is dedicated to the idea of aligning the state of the body. The reason I added Shotai is because I have noticed that many people living in modern society are very lackadaisical when it comes to their physique. Lack of sleep, lack of exercise, excessive consumption of high-calorie, high-fat and high-protein diets, junk food covered in sugar, salt and stimulants. A body that spends hours a day staring at a smartphone or computer screen and is exposed to nebulous anxiety and stress for long periods of time, constantly suffering from shallow breathing, headaches, back pain and other chronic pains, and a dysregulated autonomic nervous system. Even if one hears about the wisdom of Buddha and the splendor of Eightfold Path and attempts to put it into practice, the body, the foundation, cannot maintain itself adequately for such practice without Shotai. Fortunately, more and more people in Japan are becoming aware of the importance of their own physical and mental health after the 2019 pandemic. So Buddhism is not mere knowledge, it is a practice and an experience of compassion and wisdom. Buddhism is the experience not with the head, but with the body. Many in Japan are gathering and beginning to study at this hands-on Buddhist seminar we call Taigu Dojo, probably the first of this kind in the world. Buddhism is not just a theoretical study, and it is not a temporary fix. It is a powerful teaching that can open up your potential and improve the quality of your lifestyle. We invite you to experience the Eightfold Path, or rather, the Ninefold Path, and bring awareness and transformation to your life.